No, I think we're gonna keep it safe. You know, like there's so many like different factors going on. We want to stick with what we have right now.
That makes sense.
So just gonna do like so for the past few days we've been testing, trying to make sure like whenever we run, what we expect to work will work. So that's our strategy right now. To play safe, very safe, very safe.
Yeah, I think we've always seen that from Bumblebee, is that they really prioritize practice,
Yeah.
actual real time in the water,
Yeah.
not just at RobotX but also in RoboSub,
Yeah.
and then you know what's reliable and what isn't.
Yeah.
You know what you can count on.
Yeah.
It's going to work basically every time.
Exactly, because for the past few days, like I'm not sure if you've seen our runs, we've been trying like different tasks.
Mhm.
So we've been trying to see like which tasks our robot can perform like reliably, and so we are gonna put it in, and yeah, hopefully achieve those tasks that we can run reliably. And if we have like extra time from achieving those tasks, maybe we might try those like tasks we are kind of maybe like 5% chance of making it.
Yeah, I got that impression. I scored your
Yeah.
qualifying your semifinals run
Yeah.
on course Alpha yesterday,
Yeah.
and you only attempted a few of the tasks,
Yeah.
and I was surprised.
Yeah.
But that makes a lot of sense,
Yeah.
because it's like, all right, figuring out which is the most robust and then chaining them together towards the end.
Exactly. Because, like, for us, like we've been testing the drone takeoff and landing a lot. Like,
Mhm.
I'm not sure if you see.
Yep, I saw that
Yeah.
yesterday on
Yeah.
Alpha, and I was going to ask, are you going to do that again, where you launch and recover,
Yeah.
and then launch again and do the task?
Yeah. Because we thought like, in that way we can safely like secure the launch and recovery score, and then move on to like the more complex task,
Mhm.
which is like searching and reporting. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. I mean, there's always a little bit. This is still a competition.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of gamesmanship
Yeah.
that I think I don't think teams do it enough.
Yeah.
To say, all right, let's just lock these points in,
Yeah.
and then maybe then we can go and do some stuff like that. But I think that's very clever to
Yeah.
not exactly extract loopholes, but to treat it as a competition, and
we're trying to just stay like
optimize those
as
points.
competitive as possible, like try to score as much points as we can, and just do our best.
Yeah, it's not a shortcut,
Yeah.
but it is a conservative strategy,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
think that's a
Yeah,
really good idea.
the trade-off is we are gonna spend more time to like, because we have to take off, land, and
Mhm.
take off again, so that's more time. Yeah. So I guess that's like kind of a trade-off we are doing for reliability.
Yeah. But certainly that's a better strategy on time than taking off and maybe running a search and
Yeah.
keeping the boat still,
Yeah.
and then coming back, right? At least
Yeah.
once you take off, land and take off again, then the boat can go
But
and...
actually, I think like, because we are trying to play it like really safe, our boat actually like holds in position and waits for the UAV to like do its thing, and then it works. Because if we move around, maybe the UAV might be like, oh no, where's
Mhm.
the boat right now?
Yeah.
But if we stay in place, it's gonna.
So will you
it's gonna know.
recover on the boat twice now?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, it depends. It
Okay.
depends.
Yeah, because yesterday
Yeah.
in semifinals, I saw you launch and
Yeah.
recover and launch, but then the second recovery was back on land.
Yeah. So we'll see. Like, so my team over there,
Yeah.
they'll just look at the situation and just decide on the spot. Do what's best.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think right now in the 10, it's gonna be very stressful. Like, there's a lot of decision making going on in that moment.
But my understanding is one of the things that's somewhat unique about Bumblebee is that the robot has a mission planner that
Yeah.
can make decisions about
Yes.
ordering of tasks and so on.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
In some respects, exactly what happens is a little bit up to the robot.
Yeah. I mean, if you ask me, like, when our robot goes autonomous, what it's gonna do, I'm gonna be like, I honestly have no idea. It's gonna be running its own like algorithm
Mhm.
behind. So maybe only if you see like the status, you might know what it's doing. But from here, I have no idea. So it's gonna decide like based on like its confidence in a task, the placement of the buoys and things like that. It's gonna calculate like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be sure I can do this, so I'm gonna do this.
Is the task confidence a fixed value based on experience, or is it does it take into account some real-time factors?
Yeah, I think it's both like real time and also experience. So it's just trying to optimize the behavior of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's that's an example of sort of the next level strategy that we're hoping to see in the competition, but also it must make you nervous to not know what it's going to do each time.
Yeah, it is gonna be nerve-wracking. Like I'm gonna be here biting my lips, like, oh no, let's go, let's go, it's gonna do it. Yeah.
I actually had a conversation with one of the judges yesterday who was also a previous RobotX competitor about that, that decision about what is the best strategy to fully let the task planner make the decisions, or to provide it with some boundaries and constraints, because you can't really guarantee that the optimization it will produce is really optimal.
Yeah, I think honestly, like, it has to be both. Like, since like some like how the course generally looks like, so maybe you can use that information. Like, if the information is there, you might as well use it.
Yeah. And also, it might be affected by something that is not factored into your model, like the environmental conditions, for example. Like, if there's a strong wind pushing you away from one element,
so
the boat might not know.
So exactly. So we've been trying to test like the reliability of our vehicle for the past few days. So it's running right now. I'm trying to look there.
Yes, exactly. Don't worry about finishing that thought. We just went into autonomous mode, and I saw some sideways strafing, picking up the pinger, I hope.
Yeah. I hope it's going through the right gate. I have no idea which gate is correct.
No, we have no way to know. Only the course judge in charge of the pinger knows.
Hopefully the robot knows as well.
Yeah. Through gate 1, and there we have the UAV launch.
Take off.
I got some nice photos yesterday, actually. I'll send them to RoboNation, and maybe they'll share them with you. But I got some good ones of just as it took off, and then hovering over the boat.
Yep. I think it's trying to do a landing right now.
And is there some sort of a fiducial marker on top of the platform that it's using visual guidance?
Yes. So it's like a code, so it can orientate itself and identify where to land.
Right now, we can't see it. It's got a tent in the way, but we've got the video over here.
There's a TV. Okay.
And
looks
on target.
It is closing in.
Looks like it's dropping about 30 centimeters at a time.
Oh.
And yes, beautiful landing.
Yes. That's good.
We had don't know if you could hear it on the microphone, but we had a good round of applause all up and down course Bravo here for that landing. And then second takeoff, and the boat is moving on. Yesterday, the semifinals run that I scored, you had perfect recording of the two targets.
Yep. Now it's running
within
the
5 meters.
Search and report.
So we can't from this TV image for the people at home. I don't think you can see where it is, but it's currently went over one of the search and report targets, and now looking for the second. How much of a hint do you give it about where to look for those targets?
I'm not sure, because personally I'm not from like the software team, but I believe like it has like a blind search pattern. Like we actually wrote a blind search pattern. It's gonna go through and try to search for it. Yeah.
Well, the boat just visited the scan the code platform.
Let's see where it's gonna go next.
We can see the UAV coming now back towards the gates. I do feel like it probably had the second target in its field of view based on where it flew. But it might still be looking. The boat seems to be orienting on the docks. GBR is the code, so that means the blue would be the correct dock. This is very exciting for me, actually, because I haven't seen this many tasks chained together yet by Bumblebee. The UAV is more or less over the land recovery zone, so perhaps it's coming in.
Yep, I think we have taken manual control. We are gonna land on the platform.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, we got
like
the right dock.
Yeah.
We got the right dock.
Hopefully, time to exercise that very professional-looking ball shooter. I was super impressed with that design. There we go. See it? We just saw it orientate there.
Can we see it from here?
We can, on the video, we can see it changing angles. We might not be able to see the balls, but I definitely could see the ball shooter reorient there, change its elevation.
Oh no.
I heard a thump, so a ball got launched.
Did it go in?
I saw a rebound, I think. We definitely had several balls launched. I can see 2 floating in the water there in the dock. So I'm going to guess, certainly at least some of them bounced off the target and came back.
Yeah, those 2 bounced off. Because I think we've shot 4 balls, so hopefully 2 of them are inside right now.
So here's another strategy question. Let's say, you know, one of the things about this competition is when you can do a lot of things, each run takes a long time.
Yeah.
So if the boat comes back having had basically an attempt on everything, do you think you'll try to run again, or is this kind of like one run and that's it?
Yeah, for sure. Maybe like we might, like I said previously, if we have attempted what we wanted to attempt, then we would try the ones that are like more risky. So I think for our team, like the follow the path for us is not that reliable. So maybe we might try that if we achieve everything.
So the wildlife encounter, the correct one is blue, I believe. The middle color on the scan the code. And check my cheat sheet. Blue is clockwise.
Oh no, I think the wildlife encounter is green. It's the first color.
It's the first color? I thought the first color was follow the path. Oh, the second color is dark.
Yeah.
So maybe third color.
First color is both follow the path and wildlife encounter.
All right.
The third color is for the pin picking.
All right. So that would be counterclockwise on green.
We are doing it right.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah. I'm getting goosebumps right now. You can see.
That is the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looked like a successful counterclockwise on green to me.
Yep.
Little bump on the black. So I think all that's left is follow the path.
Yep. We'll see. Oh.
So that would also be green, the green entrance, which it does seem to be going to the right place for it.
Yeah.
So what do you think in 2 years' time, the replenishment task? Do you think you'll move on to include that as well?
Yeah. I mean, if like RobotX doesn't add like new tasks or change the tasks,
I'm sure there'll be some changes and maybe something new, but
yeah, but we'll
this
see.
I think that one will stay. Like, it's my guess. I can't say for sure.
It is challenging. It is tough. That task. Yeah. So we actually put it to the end because like we focus on like reliability. We want to make sure like all of the basic functions work like perfectly. So like that was kind of an afterthought. Like if we have time, we are gonna try that. But yeah, we barely had enough time. So I mean we made an attachment, but it broke.
Yeah, time is a resource in short supply, right? On this competition. Speaking of which, you have a lot of team members that are here, and I think a few of them are still back in Singapore, right? So any message? I'm sure it's likely that a few of them will be watching this live stream. Any messages for the team members at home?
Yeah, I guess everyone should be very happy, like seeing our work and like doing things successfully. So
I'm sure they are.
I personally, I'm like really happy, and I think you guys are very happy too. Yeah.
Looks like we're coming just on the outside of the path here.
Yeah.
One of the things that makes follow the path difficult is that the path buoys are also obstacles.
Yeah.
So you have to force the robot to overcome, in some ways, its obstacle avoidance, because the natural obstacle avoidance maneuver would be to avoid the task entirely.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think for us, it is the hardest task for us. Yeah.
A little more challenging in this competition than RoboBoat too, because the path is roughly the same size, but the boat is much bigger in RobotX.
Yeah, it's gonna take like really good control of the boat. Like, but today the wind condition is pretty favorable. Like yesterday, it was really strong.
Yeah. When I was scoring the follow the path task yesterday, I couldn't tell if the boat bumped the buoy or if it was just the wind blowing the buoy, because the wind was pushing those things as though they were getting bumped into.
Yeah.
So it looks like maybe we're heading back to the exit now.
Yeah.
Would be logical. See if it goes back out through gate 1.
Yeah.
One good thing is that if you decide that this run is good enough and stop with it, then maybe it'll get us back on schedule. I think we had been running a little bit over time.
Yeah, but
another advantage to being very reliable. Keeps everyone on schedule.
But maybe we might try again, because you saw our balls.
Yeah.
Like 2 of it just bounced off, so maybe we want to try that again. Yep, it's turning to gate 1.
It's another aspect to this real-world course. Not so much today when it's not so windy, but on a windy day, those competition elements really move. You can't really guarantee that they're going to be where you left them. You know, you can set a waypoint somewhere and then come back to it, and things are not where you expect.
Yeah. But I think for our team, we put a lot of effort in like the obstacle avoidance. So.
That's looking pretty good for gate 1.
Yep.
Very nice. You must be happy with that.
I am very happy.
Yeah, maybe we can get an update on how many minutes are left on the clock, and we'll know whether. I suppose if we see people running to grab the aerial vehicle, maybe we'll know that they're going to reload it.
Yeah.
Where are you at now in your studies at NUS?
I'm in my final year for undergraduate. So actually, this is gonna be like my last like RoboNation competition.
Oh, really? You're moving on.
I have to find a job now.
Oh, okay. Well, so
we're
basically you're exactly
through.
at the halfway point of the run.
Yeah.
So I think it's likely we'll see another one, right?
Yeah. We want to try to get the ball. We want to try to get the balls in.
Yeah, so you were saying you're not going to stick around for a higher degree. You're going to get a job for a bit.
Yeah. I think I want to like just have an experience of working, seeing what is outside of like robotics, what is outside of like electrical engineering, because that's my major. Yeah, and maybe like after working a bit, then I'm interested in this. Then I might pursue like a higher degree. Yeah.
Yeah, or also get back into the space with some of the companies that are starting up. I mean, even Bumblebee has spun off a company.
Yeah.
Which also, if Grace and Engway are watching, then like to say hi to them. We miss them.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure what the team's decision is on. Are we gonna go for another run, or we are happy with this?
I'm seeing the UAV get retrieved. So hopefully that means it's going back on the boat.
Let's see. Maybe not. I think they might be packing up.
Maybe they are going to get us back on schedule. Who knows?
Yeah, I think today has been a pretty good run for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, seeing it
Can't
work.
argue with that.
Yeah, seeing it work after like more than a year of work.
Yeah, and that work always with Bumblebee always involves a lot of testing. I think it was something like 380 hours or something of testing prior to the competition.
In Singapore, and over here we tested like more than 40 hours, I believe. Like our vehicle was just in the water all the time. Even our pit stop run was at the end. It only took us, I think someone counted like our pit stop run was like 1 minute 45 seconds.
Yeah, yesterday in one of the judges' meetings, we sorted all the teams by their amount of in-water testing, and Bumblebee was far and away up the top.
Yeah.
And I think that's something, for anyone out there watching from a team or a prospective team, that's something that we think is very predictive of performance in this competition, is the amount of testing you do out in the real environment.
Yeah, I think our team is packing up.
All right, well, in that case, thank you very much for joining us. I won't keep you from celebrating with the team. So, much appreciate that you took time away from your comrades to come and join me on the commentary table.
I mean, it's great sharing like our vehicle with everyone on the stream right now,
Yeah, well, congratulations. You should be very, very proud of what we just saw out there.
Yeah.
Let's hope it translates to the award ceremony tonight.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, but I mean, all the best to the other teams too if they are better. We have nothing to say.